This video is part of a series on evidences of the Book of Abraham. If you like this video, subscribe for additional content and follow me on Twitter. Of the various places that the Book of Abraham mentions by name, one of interest is known as the plains of Olishem. It says, "Even the thank offering of a child did the priest of Pharaoh offer upon the altar, which stood by the hill called Potiphar's Hill, at the head of the plain of Olishem." This place is never mentioned in the Bible, and it was completely unknown in the days of Joseph Smith. As far as his critics could tell, it was a name that he had simply invented, pulled out of thin air. However, in 1985, a team of archaeologists found this place, Olishem, or Olishem, close to the area where many Latter-day Saint scholars believe that Abraham likely lived. There will be another video on this subject later. A certain inscription in southern Mesopotamia mentions the land Olishem at the end of the river Euphrates, which could be in modern-day northern Syria or northern Turkey. Speaking of a mighty king, it claims that he smote the riverbank as far as Olishem, as well as the people. This inscription could certainly be contemporaneous to the time of Abraham, as the best scholarship places the life of this king to be around 2200 BC. However, this is not the only evidence that Olishem was a real place that existed. Other inscriptions have been found in southern Iraq that have mentioned Olishem being at the other end of the river. Most of all, a city excavated in 2013 has been found by non-Latter-day Saint scholars to be identified as this city Olishem. In the paper, these scholars even identified it as the city of Abraham. Overall, 4 Latter-day Saint Egyptologists summarize this finding in the following way. There are still gaps that precludes a definitive identification of the Book of Abraham's Olishem. Nevertheless, the following can be said with a fair amount of certainty. There is definitely an ancient site with the name Olishem or Olishem. There is no agreement as to the precise location of Olishem, but it can most likely be identified in southern Turkey. Olishem is a place from the Book of Abraham, which matches the phonetics and time period of the known site of Olishem. A likely region of Olishem matches well with some geographic interpretations of the Book of Abraham. Overall, my personal thoughts are that Olishem is a strong point for the authenticity of the Book of Abraham. It is pretty cool to see excavations of these ancient cities that have a tie-in to the scriptural texts that we have. This is a pretty tough one for the critics to explain. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Remember to read your scriptures and to go and sin no more.